All right, guys, so today I'm with Nate Bauer from Nate Bauer Fitness. Some of you guys may have seen him before. You can check out his channel. I'll leave a link in the description below. And today what I want to go over is a technique for countering the right hand. Now, there are a lot of ways to counter the right hand, and this, I will admit, is a little bit more of an advanced way, a little bit more of a risky technique. So I want to warn you or say that it's really not for beginners. You have to use it with caution. Some of you may have heard of cross blocking. Now, typically in boxing, if I got Nate lined up with me, typically what we do with defense is my right hand is always taking care of his left hand. My left hand is always taking care of his right hand. And for the most part, if I'm going to slip, I'm usually going to slip to the outside. If he throws a jab, I slip here, it's safe. If he throws a right hand, I slip here, it's safe, generally. But if you watch any fights, you'll see guys slipping to the inside. So if he throws a jab, I can slip to the inside. If he throws the right hand, I can slip to the inside. They're both possibilities. The problem is, if you get a guy who's got a great right hand and he's throwing 1-2s at you all night, you either become predictable in the way you counter it, or it even itself becomes difficult to deal with. So let's say Nate just throws a 1-2 straight at me. And let's say he throws it a little bit harder and steps into it. Look at that. That's a big shot that I've got to take. Now, if I want to counter, and I'm a shorter guy, he's so far away. Watch if he steps in hard with a 1-2. Right? Now, if I'm going to counter, he goes again. Look at all that I got to cover. So after I start seeing enough of that, that usually means, well, I got to step in on my shot. So what I'll often start doing is slipping on the right hand. He throws a 1-2, and then I'll slip and try to come in. Right? I'll start stepping in again, like this, to try to get by it, and I'll throw my counter left hook. Right? I'll go again. Okay? The problem is, if I'm always going to slip to the outside and throw my counter left hook, I'm always technically about a half beat behind, because I got to wait till he throws the shot. So let's say he goes in slow motion. 1, 2, 3. He almost has a bit of a second to get back in position. We go again. 1, 2, 3. Right? Also, he can always spin out. If he throws the right hand and misses, he can just do a quarter turn out. So let's say in slow motion he turns out. 1, 2, and that's a pain in the ass to try to go after him. So cross blocking. Cross blocking is when I'm going to take my right hand and I'm going to deal with both his hands just with my right hand. So here we are. I'm going to leave this down just for demonstration purposes. He jabs, throws the right hand. Okay, he throws the 1-2, hard, go. And the shoulder helps a little bit. 1-2. Let's say he throws 1-2-3. This is how it works. 1-2-3. The problem though is when you get beginners, you forget to bring that hand back. So for example, in slow-mo, I block the jab, I block the right hand, and I can leave my hand out there and get caught. Happens to a lot of beginners. It's not really recommended for beginners. So what we're going to do in this way to counter the right hand is, I want to close the distance and deal with that right hand at the same time. I'm going to cross block it, come over top with a jab, or sort of a corkscrew hook coming down. So first in slow motion, he throws the 1-2, and I step right over top and throw it. If I miss for some reason, I've got to make sure I bring that back. Okay, let's say I miss. Let's go in slow motion. He's just going to throw 1-2-3 regardless. Boom. I better bring that back in case I miss. Nate's going to throw the hard 1-2. I'm going to stuff it, keep my body position tight, cross block it, come right over top. It's important that I keep everything tight so he doesn't come through. Okay, ready? Go for it. And see how I come over top. Again. And I come right over top. Right over top. Again in slow motion. See how I deal with that hand? I want to meet it and knock it down. Boom. Right there. One more time. Now, he throws a left hook. I better bring that hand back or else. The other option I have is to fire it right away. Slow motion. Boom. I got to beat him to the shot. Let's go again. boom, and I gotta beat him to the shot. Okay, thanks, buddy. Okay, so it's a little bit of a risky technique, cross blocking. It's not for beginners. But if you're experienced and you know the variations, slipping to the outside, covering, stepping back, and you find that you're having a hard time closing the distance, and you've got a guy who's coming in with a right hand all the time, stuff it with a cross block and come right over top. If you're fast enough, throw the next shot. Otherwise, after you throw it, cover and get out. And that variation is going to help you to get inside for guys who are throwing a hard right hand. All right, thanks for watching. Peace. Okay, before I end the video, I want to give a brief shout out to Body of 4 Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and mixed martial arts. If you are a boxer, Thai boxer, kickboxer, etc., in the GTA or even in the Southern Ontario region, and you're looking to add BJJ or MMA to your martial arts repertoire, then this is the gym that I recommend. I've known Professor Marco Costa since around 2008, and not only have I known him personally, but I know how he trains and how he teaches. The one thing that I like about his method of teaching, similar to mine, is that he explains and teaches the technique thoroughly and then gives you drills and exercises to ingrain the techniques and allow you to absorb them into your skill set. So this is the sort of a training approach that they have at this studio. The other thing as well is that you can expect that when you go in, that guys are going to be coming up to you and introducing themselves and shaking your hand and making you feel welcome. It really seems, it really is the case that they're leaving the egos at the door and really trying to work and develop everybody in the gym. So for those of you in the GTA area looking to add BJJ, mixed martial arts, to your overall martial arts repertoire, I'll leave a link in the description below. Click on the link, check out their website, and this is something that you'd definitely be interested in. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Peace.